Hi there, and welcome to Speech World. Before we get rolling, I want to ask you all a question. Does anybody else out there kind of feel like things these days are slowly getting turned upside down? You know, things that should be fairly easy are increasingly not easy. We have fantastic technology and all the information in the world at our fingertips. Yet things like education and healthcare I feel like they're taking steps backwards. It's increasingly difficult to get things done. I have been a speech and language pathologist for nearly 2 decades, and I've been making apps for speech therapists for just over a decade now. My previous speech therapy apps have been primarily geared as tools for speech and language pathologists that they can use in their practice. SpeechWorld is different. It still has those tools, but my main goal here is to get information into the hands out there in the world to the people who need it most. And so I'm speaking to you parents out there primarily. I think if you have a child who has any issues with speech or language and you have tried to get services in the public schools, you've likely run into a wait time or various other issues. I mean, nowadays it can take up to a year for your child to actually start getting services. There's also similar issues with insurance. Might be a little bit more speedy, but you're going to run into bureaucracy and you're going to pay money out of your pocket. So my purpose of making SpeechWorld is to show you that you can do this. With a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of direction, you can make a huge difference in your child's life. I'm not saying don't go find a speech therapist, please do. But in the meantime, I think there's so much that you can do. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and I apologize in advance to you speech therapists out there, but articulation therapy is not rocket science. Once you know the basics, once you know exactly what type of error your child is making, and a handful of things that you can do to improve these errors, you can really make a lot of progress at home. And you can do so using the tools within these apps. We have some screenings that will walk you through to help find what type of errors. We have tons of flashcards to help practice. We have videos to show your child how to make various sounds. But these are all tools that are commonly used. But I want to take things a step further. I'm going to provide you with many tutorials on things that you can do in your daily life at home. And I don't mean adding extra things to your already busy schedule. I just mean tweaking your life. And I'm also going to include a ton of material that is a little bit silly and goofy and ridiculous.
Hi, guys.
Look how red his eyes are. And it happens to think kids are pretty tasty too.
And if I can communicate one single thing, is that you need to make sure and have fun. So thank you for trying out SpeechWorld. I hope this app does a little bit in helping you feel like you can just get back to basics a little bit and manage some of these issues with your child, that you don't need to have to wade through a bunch of bureaucracy and experience long wait times. I'm certain that just spending a little bit of time in this app will take you a long way with your child. Thank you and have fun.